Today, we will be looking into 10 worst celebrity apology moments ever. Number 10, Logan Paul. On December 31st, 2017, Logan Paul uploaded a video where he toured Japan's Akigahara forest. The site sadly became infamous because of all the people who have taken their own lives there.
I should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry.
During this video, Paul included an image of one of those people that he saw for himself. His reaction to the person and the fact that he even uploaded the video in the first place were both largely criticized. This was also an especially bad move considering Paul's young audience. He issued various apologies in the aftermath. In one apology, he excused his heartless behavior as a coping mechanism. He also claimed that he uploaded the video not to get views but to raise awareness, but many people doubt that justification. Number 9. Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis. Hollywood couple Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who both rose to prominence on the Fox sitcom That 70s Show, made headlines in May of 2023. At that time, their former co-star Danny Masterson was convicted of sexually assaulting 2 women. Before his sentencing, Kutcher and Kunis wrote letters of support to the judge, praising Masterson as a role model and an exceptional individual. These letters eventually became public and sparked outrage among fans. Shortly after, the couple released a videotaped apology which only exacerbated the backlash, as it was deemed performative and insincere. They stated that their letters were intended for the judge, and they expressed regret for how their actions were perceived. The criticism was particularly directed at Kutcher, especially considering his involvement in co-founding an NGO to combat human trafficking. Under mounting pressure, Kutcher relinquished his role on the board of the NGO.
Among fans.
And the consensus is that that video didn't help.
They were intended for the judge to read, and we're sorry.
Number 8, Alec Baldwin. In Alec Baldwin's career, rendering public apologies seemingly became just another part of the job. One of the most infamous instances occurred in 2007 when the 30 Rock actor left a voicemail in which he yelled insults at his daughter Ireland for missing a scheduled call. Certainly not the most appropriate parental behavior, but when Baldwin was rightfully called out after the tapes leaked, he failed to acknowledge responsibility for his words. Instead, Baldwin blamed them on the custody dispute with his ex-wife Kim Basinger.
My deep and seemingly endless frustration about this situation, which is complicated, led me to end up saying something to someone that I really meant to say to someone else.
Furthermore, he seemed to echo these same sentiments when he appeared on The View afterward. More than a decade later, Ireland got her opportunity to fire back at Baldwin during his 2019 Comedy Central roast. Number 7. Leah Michelle. She garnered praise and an Emmy nomination for her role as Rachel Berry on Glee, but behind the scenes, it seems her behavior wasn't exactly award-worthy. In June 2020, actress Samantha Marie Ware accused Michelle of subjecting her to traumatic microaggressions and other toxic behaviors. On set, making her first television gig a living hell. These claims were supported by other actors who appeared on the show. She said,
Leah treated me so subhuman, I left the set of Glee. With that said, was she unpleasant to work with? Very much so.
Michelle responded with a lengthy apology on Instagram, suggesting that her privileged position caused her to be perceived as insensitive or inappropriate at times, she said.
What matters is that I clearly acted in ways which hurt other people, whether it was my privileged position and perspective that caused me to be perceived as insensitive.
Many took issue with Michelle's use of the word perceived, which appeared to shift responsibility for her actions, as well as her failure to apologize directly to Ware. Number 6, Will Smith. The 2022 Oscars will always be remembered, not necessarily for the history-making awards, but for a slap. During the ceremony, Chris Rock made an insensitive joke about actress Jada Pinkett Smith, prompting her husband Will Smith to walk up and smack him in the face. Smith seemed to realize the weight of his actions quickly and apologized when he received the Best Actor award less than an hour later.
Oh, wow! Wow!
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
In his speech, Smith offered a plea to just about everyone who witnessed the incident except the one person on the receiving end, Chris Rock. After being heavily criticized for this, he issued a direct apology on social media, acknowledging his behavior as unacceptable and inexcusable. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 5, Justin Timberlake. The Super Bowl 38 halftime show is a piece of television history. Quick recap: Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake were performing when Timberlake accidentally exposed Jackson's breast in an unfortunate wardrobe malfunction. Although the incident was a freak accident, that didn't stop the outrage from pouring in. Jackson was essentially blacklisted, and Timberlake, who faced comparatively less backlash, did barely anything to defend her. His apology at that year's Grammy Awards was almost worse than silence.
Justin, we were friends.
But his apology...
Timberlake's remorseful words consisted of nothing more than the classic "I apologize if you guys were offended" line. No, literally, that's exactly what he said.
What occurred was unintentional, completely regrettable, and I apologize if you guys are offended.
Number 4, Bryan Adams. The COVID-19 pandemic and resulting lockdowns put a lot of plans on indefinite hold, which was certainly frustrating. Because of that, some people were prone to public venting. Bryan Adams was one of those people. He was scheduled to perform at London's Royal Albert Hall in May 2020, but the concerts were cancelled on account of COVID-19. Adams vented on Instagram with a series of misinformed and xenophobic comments. His rant faced backlash for perpetuating hateful and unverified rumors about the virus. Adams apologized to those who took offense and went on to explain that he wanted to highlight animal mistreatment in certain markets as a possible source of the virus. Number 3, Hannah Brown. Serving as a contestant on season 23 of The Bachelor and the lead on season 15 of The Bachelorette, Hannah Brown has many fans who watch her Instagram live feeds. In one particular feed that took place in May of 2020, Brown mindlessly uttered an offensive word while singing along to a song by the band Baby's Rockstar.
Brand new Lamborghini, like a cop car, with a pistol on my wrist like I'm a cop.
When Brown was called out by fans and the media, she jokingly dismissed the incident and even claimed that she didn't say it.
I don't think that you said that.
The event ticked some people off, including the first African-American bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay. Number 2, Chris Brown. While his career has seen somewhat of a comeback recently, Chris Brown's reputation was severely tarnished after he was convicted of felony assault of Rihanna in 2009. A few hours after the incident, Brown later turned himself in to the police. He canceled imminent public appearances while the media stopped playing his music and showing productions that he was in.
It was time that you heard directly from me that I am sorry. I have tried to live my life in a way which can make those around me proud of me, and until recently, I think I was doing a pretty good job.
Number 1, Jimmy Fallon. In September 2023, Jimmy Fallon, host of The Tonight Show, faced controversy after a bombshell article by Rolling Stone. The article detailed allegations of a toxic work environment by both former and current employees. Fallon held a Zoom call with staffers to extend an apology.
Behind the scenes, which have been exposed in an explosive article about the SNL alum, some are asking, will these latest allegations lead to Fallon getting canceled?
The comedian's report stated that he was embarrassed by the report and conveyed his regret if he had embarrassed them too. He expressed feeling terrible about the situation, emphasizing his desire for the show to be fun and inclusive for everybody. Remember, owning up to mistakes and offering sincere apologies is crucial for personal growth and fostering positive relationships. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging discussions and insightful content. Until next time, take care and continue striving to be the best version of yourself.